When did you learn what your dad really thought of you? I was 16 when I found his journal in the garage. Dad had always been distant, never said much about my grades or achievements. While my friends got praise from their fathers, mine just nodded and went back to his newspaper. Growing up, I thought he was disappointed in me. When I brought home A's, he'd grunt and ask if I'd cleaned my room. When I won the school art contest, he said, "That's nice," without looking up from his coffee. My mom would try to make excuses. "He's just tired from work, honey." The journal was tucked behind old paint cans where he kept his tools. I was looking for a screwdriver to fix my bike when I knocked over the box. The leather notebook fell out, pages scattered. I almost didn't open it, but curiosity won. Page after page of his thoughts about work, mom, bills, life. His handwriting was messy but careful. Then I found the section about me, dated 3 months ago. Michael continues to amaze me. His art teacher called again today to say his paintings are gallery worthy. She thinks he should apply to art schools. I wanted to tell him how proud I am, but I freeze up every time. The words just won't come out right. My heart stopped. I kept reading. I see so much of his mother's talent in him. The same creativity that made me fall in love with her 20 years ago. When he paints, he gets this intense focus, tongue poking out slightly, just like Sarah did. Sometimes I watch him through the kitchen window when he's working in the backyard. He has no idea. The next entry made my chest tight. Michael thinks I don't care about his art. I can see it in his face when he shows me something and I don't react right. Truth is, I'm terrified of saying the wrong thing and crushing his spirit like my father did to me. Dad told me my dreams were stupid, that artists starve. I swore I'd never be like him, but now I'm worse. I say nothing at all. My hands were shaking as I flipped pages. I frame every drawing Michael throws away. I have a whole box of them in my bedroom closet. Last week I found a sketch he'd crumpled up, a portrait of our dog Max. It was perfect, better than anything I could do. I hung it in my office at work. My coworkers think it's from some famous artist. There were dozens of entries about me, about how he bragged to his work friends, how he'd saved every report card since kindergarten, how he'd researched art colleges online for hours, bookmarking programs he thought I'd like. I know I'm failing him. Yesterday he asked if I was proud of him and I just patted his shoulder and walked away. I wanted to tell him he's incredible, that he's already more successful than I ever was, that watching him grow into this amazing person is the greatest joy of my life. Instead, I hid in the garage like a coward. The final entry was from last week, the day my acceptance letter arrived. Michael got into art school today, full scholarship to the state university. I found him in his room staring at the letter with tears in his eyes. I stood outside his door for 20 minutes rehearsing what to say. "I'm proud of you. You're talented. You're going to do amazing things." But when I finally knocked, I just asked if he wanted pizza for dinner. I need to tell him soon, before he leaves for college thinking his old man doesn't care. I need to tell him that he's the best thing I've ever done in my life, that every day I watch him become more than I ever dreamed of being, that I love him more than words can express, even if I'm too broken to show it properly. I sat on the garage floor, tears dripping onto the pages. All those years thinking he was disappointed, when really he was just scared, just like me. I found him in his workshop that evening, hunched over some project. For the first time ever, I walked up and hugged my dad from behind. His shoulders tensed, then relaxed. "I read your journal," I whispered. He turned around, eyes wide with panic and embarrassment. Then he saw my face and started crying. "I'm sorry," he sobbed. "I'm so bad at this." "No," I said, holding him tight. "You're perfect."